Logicworks is a 22-year-old managed service provider based in New York City. We focus on highly compliant, secure verticals, and we sell both managed private clouds and now managed infrastructure and automation services on the AWS platform. I think our biggest differentiator really is that 2 decades of legacy IT experience, because we know that something like 98% of the world's enterprise workloads are still on dedicated infrastructure somewhere in some data center. As enterprises look to migrate all of that into the public cloud, they really need a managed service provider that can help them with that journey by sort of understanding both sides of the spectrum, where they're coming from, where they're going to, how to navigate that transition for themselves. So because we have such a deep expertise in things like Oracle and CCIEs, and we have a very deep engineering bench on all the legacy infrastructure pieces, as well as now our dedicated Amazon Web Services engineering team, we're really able to kind of see both sides and help them move across. We really work with complex, multi-tiered web-facing applications with a lot of compliance concerns. So whether it's HIPAA, PCI, federal government, state government in the US, those kinds of things are the workloads where we really excel, because there's a real added value from the years and years of expertise that we have in understanding both the legality as well as the technology and infrastructure and best practices, how to deploy those workloads. So we focus a lot on healthcare, financial services, anyone who's running e-commerce or a SaaS platform selling into one of those industries. That's a place where we really excel and where we do most of our business. So AWS invented this business. So even today, we view it like many others do as being pretty clearly the market leader. We see it as the most feature-rich environment. We see it as the one that allows our engineers to do things way above and beyond compute and storage. We write a lot of custom code and custom scripts for our customers to build this responsive infrastructure that makes their application work not only optimally in terms of availability, but also in terms of economic efficiencies, technical efficiencies, and of course the compliance and security concerns that come with it. So when we can use software to automate that, to make it responsive and to develop it, that was only available on AWS, and to a large extent still is only available on AWS. So this is the most complex. This gives us the most tools to work with, and that's what we want. Curiosity leading to demand to migrate workloads beyond test and dev, but production workloads to AWS has been staggering. I think something that even we didn't expect. We feel very fortunate to have cultivated over the past few years this very robust practice around it so that we can respond to it. But the demand, the ultimate end user demand for AWS is staggering, and we see it only accelerating and not slowing down. We've had a number of instances where we've taken customers that we've built and deployed managed private clouds for 10 years or more, and we've moved them off of that and onto AWS because we felt like their workloads were ready, their organizations were ready, and it made sense for them to do it, and it was the right next step for them. So we've helped them along that process, and we wouldn't have been able to do anything like that had we not become an early APN partner. So we have a number of instances where we've, I think, surprised even ourselves with some of the things we've been able to do, where we've had web scale, very large, multiple tens of millions of end user, HIPAA compliant public sector workloads that needed to be built in 4 weeks. And in the old world of legacy IT, that would have been laughable. It would have been quite literally impossible to do. Where here we were able to not only build it, but test it, harden it, make it ready to go, get it turned on live very successfully. I think the most important benefit that we've received as part of the APN Partner Program has been that we've had the support that we needed to support the migration of customers that we've originated through our sales and marketing channels or existing base of customers when we needed to work and align with AWS, whether on technical resources, marketing resources, sales resources. We've been able to do that. Logicworks has very deep expertise. We were very early into deploying HIPAA compliance solutions for customers, so we bring those best practices to bear in our AWS practice for healthcare. The healthcare competency, again, I think puts Amazon's seal of approval on the work that we've done. We've gone from 20 years of managed hosting experience to now being primarily focused on building infrastructure on the Amazon cloud for our customers. So that's been a fascinating experience because it's touched every area of our business. the back office operations and finance have been affected in the way that we treat things. Sales and marketing certainly has been overhauled and deepened to be able to focus on this, and above all else, the engineering teams and the talent that we've been able to bring on have really changed the way that we look at things and the way that we're able to solve problems for our customers. So it's been an institutional shift for us, and it's been a lot of fun. We enjoy it. The results have been fantastic, and we're looking forward to the next years as we all collectively help the world to make this transition.